Imagine you've been grinding PD for ages, maybe you've even just completed 99 waves there, and you're working on getting those very rare gun weapon mods to fully kit up those guns. You head on over to the trader and trade in those blue badges for a purple one, hoping to get maybe a mod for the AK, maybe something for the shotgun. You open up your purple crate and you are met with yet another very rare Winchester mod. This could be the end of the day, but we're actually going to be taking a look at what a fully kitted Winchester can do inside of the game and a different comparison between some cheaper mods as well. But we're going to start off with the base level of the Winchester, because the base level of the Winchester with no mods attached is actually surprisingly bad, like one of the worst weapons in Last Day on Earth. As you can see, the range, the rate of fire, and basically everything about this weapon is just horrible, but the worst thing about this weapon is the durability. Unmodded, just taking out one Frenzy Giant, we've just got a pip left of durability. It's surprisingly bad. And if we compare that to an unmodded zip gun, you'll actually see just how bad it is. When we completely finish off one Frenzy Giant with an unmodded zip gun, the durability left on this thing is significantly better. And I recently put out a poll to you guys. We got over 1,000 responses asking what the last weapon you would mod would be in Last Day on Earth. And of course the bow came in dead last, but the Winchester and the zip gun were actually fairly close together. Now, because of the Winchester's poor performance unmodded, a lot of people just choose to pop that in the recycler, level up the firearms level, and maybe get a chance at some steel and some factory parts. But we're going to be taking a look at what you can actually squeeze out of this weapon if you completely kit this guy out. So we're going to be taking a look at the best mods here, and I've done a bit of testing which I'll show you later, and I'm also going to show you a comparison between some cheaper mods as well. So stay tuned if you don't want to be investing a ton into this weapon. Now, the mods that I did choose are going to give the best possible performance, but at a crazy cost. So that's why after we take a look at this loadout, I'm actually going to be showing you a loadout with some alternate mods as well, and we'll do a bit of a comparison. So let's actually jump into it here. We've got the fully modded Winchester, and we're doing 29 base damage and 50 with our crits to this Frenzy Giant. But the main thing that I wanted to see with a fully modded Winchester was the durability that was left over compared to that base level Winchester with no mods. And as we can see right off the bat here, the durability is significantly better. As we compare it to the unmodded one, you can actually finish off 2 full Frenzy Giants and then some, instead of just one and a little bit of a second one. And honestly, that's the main use case of the Winchester, because you can't really take out any faster zombies as it becomes a bit of a difficult game to play, and you could just save it for the recycler like I said before. Now, the mods that I did use are crazy expensive, like factory parts, carbon composite, steel plates, tons of those things. So we're going to be taking a look, like I said, at some other options as well. It's also worth mentioning that the 2 active skills for the Winchester are not currently in the game, so I'll release an update video and try to fit those into my mod combination after they're actually out. So now let's get into a bit of the testing between that fully kitted out Winchester and a Winchester with some other popular mods, but ones that are a bit less expensive, like the muzzle brake and the reinforced handguard. So here I'm using these mods, and what I ended up doing for the testing is I used each variant of the Winchester to take out 2 full Frenzy Giants, and we're going to take a look at the durability that I ended up with afterwards. Now, as you can see, we've got a bit of durability left with the fully kitted out one, and just a little bit left with the other version. So is it really worth it to get the best possible performance out of the Winchester? No, not really, and you can get by using the rare and the common mods as well. But overall, it is a really cool looking weapon if you do fully kit it out, but definitely not worth the price if you're still working on a lot of your gun weapon mods. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and be sure to let me know what thoughts you have on the Winchester down below in those comments. Consider liking the video if you enjoyed it, and maybe subscribing if you're interested in seeing more of this style of informational Last Day on Earth content. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.